CI/CD has become a cornerstone of modern software development. But what exactly is it and why should you care? Continuous integration, the CI part of CI/CD, is all about merging code changes frequently and automatically testing them. Think of it as a quality control system for your code. Let's say you're working on a new feature for a web app. You have just finished coding a user profile picture upload function. In a CI/CD setup, as soon as you push your code to the shared repository, the CI process kicks in. It automatically compiles your code, runs unit tests to check if your new function works as expected, and performs integration tests to ensure it plays nicely with the rest of the application. If anything fails, you are immediately notified. This rapid feedback loop means bugs are caught early before they can cause bigger problems down the line. It's like having a team of tireless testers working 24/7 on your code. Now, let's move on to the CD part, continuous delivery. This picks up where CI leaves off. Once your code passes all the CI tests, CD automatically prepares it for release, meaning that you only have to press a button to deploy it. In our web app example, once the profile picture features passes all tests, the CD pipeline might automatically deploy it to a staging environment. Here it can undergo further testing like user acceptance test or performance test. Some teams take this a step further with continuous deployment. In this setup, code that passes all tests is automatically pushed to production without any human intervention. It's like having a perfectly synchronized assembly line that takes your code from development straight to your users. Let's look at a YAML file for example. First, we set up our triggers. This workflow will run on pushes to the main branch and can be manually triggered. Now, let's add our jobs. We will start with testing, then build and finally deploy. Each job runs on the latest Ubuntu image and depends on the previous one. Let's trigger our workflow. Watch as each job runs sequentially, test, build and then deploy. This automation ensures our code is thoroughly checked before reaching production. This YAML defines a simple CI/CD pipeline. It triggers on code pushes, running 3 jobs sequentially, test, build and deploy. Each job would generally have multiple steps related to its function, which are not shown here. This structure forms the backbone of automated software delivery. The benefits of CI/CD are huge. It catches bugs early, enables faster and more frequent releases, and reduces manual errors. Companies using CI/CD often see deployment time slashed from days to minutes and significant reduction in post-release bugs. There are plenty of CI/CD tools out there, but some of the most popular include GitHub Actions and GitLab CI/CD. Your choice often depends on what you are already using in your development workflow. For instance, if you are already using GitHub for version control, GitHub Actions might be a natural fit. If you are on GitLab, their integrated CI/CD solution could be ideal. The good news is that any of these tools can effectively implement a CI/CD pipeline. As we look to the future, CI/CD is becoming less of a nice-to-have and more of a necessity. With the rise of complex architectures like microservices and serverless, CI/CD helps manage this increasing complexity. It's not just about tools or processes, it's a cultural shift. It breaks down the traditional silos between development and operations teams, fostering a culture of continuous improvement. In the fast-paced world of tech, this ability to adapt and improve quickly is becoming more crucial than ever.